Have you ever wondered if banning guns will make them disappear into thin air? The reality is that approximately 5 to 10 million AR-15 style rifles exist in America, according to the National Shooting Sports Foundation. So, if we were to ban these guns outright tomorrow, they would not just vanish. Gun law advocates seem to suggest otherwise with their rhetoric. However, history has shown that top-down prohibitions of desired objects, such as drugs, have only resulted in violent and disastrous consequences. Leftists understand the inhumane disaster of drug prohibition. Marijuana laws have not ceased desire for the substance. Rather, they have created a violent black market that has enjoyed monopoly-level profit margins. The American people are slowly rejecting the violence of banning objects of desire, like marijuana. Yet, millions of children continue to suffer from lifelong separation from their parents due to nonviolent choices. Families and communities plagued by reciprocal violence, all created by drug control laws. So why do some people believe that a ban on AR-15s would defy the reality of the law of supply and demand? Government buyback programs have been suggested, but they will only work for those who want to participate. A ban on AR-15s will only create more dangerous, unnecessary situations for police and peaceful citizens alike. Far from stopping lone wolves from buying an AR-15, gun bans will only harm children caught in the crosshairs. Take the case of Royal Wilson, an 8-year-old African-American boy living in Chicago. While sleeping, he became a victim of his city's gun laws. Suddenly, 31 police officers armed with assault rifles broke into his home, acting on a search warrant based on a tip that there was an assault rifle in the house. The officers were the very embodiment of what advocates of AR-15 bans condemn. What if Royal or his grandmother had made the wrong move in the chaos and triggered one of the dozens of officers to mistake them for a threat? What if he was playing with a toy mistaken for a gun? The champions of AR-15 bans were nowhere to be found when it came to the assault rifles pointed by agents ordered to enforce a law against assault rifles. No family, no matter their race, income, or zip code, should have to face the violence of government gun bans. Although the irony of government assault rifles facing down children in search of assault rifles speaks for itself, it would be just as immoral if the agents were armed with pistols. Owning an AR-15 in the house does not victimize anyone. Enforcing laws against an AR-15 owning family does. If gun ban advocates have their way, guns like AR-15s will not disappear. Violent gangs will just have a new cash cow market to corner. Psychologically disturbed would-be shooters will be able to find their weapon of choice from local black market channels the same way they find their prohibited drugs of choice. The world would be a better place if everyone melted their guns away, including governments. But the reality is that guns do not disappear when we stomp our feet and scream, "Ban!" They just become profitable products for gangs to sell to lone gunmen. Meanwhile, innocent families like the Wilsons are harmed by the foolish myth that governments have any ability to prohibit objects of desire. Subscribe Libertarian Facts.